I'm your host, Steven, joined by my co-host, Henry. You already know what it is. Sunday night. We're a little late at it, but we've had some internet difficulties. But we are back.
Celebrating a dub
And an OU loss.
and an OU loss.
We're back in front of the Big 12, Big 12 conference race. We're sitting nicely on the top of that cherry. And playoffs is still in the picture.
Got to
We
take
have
care of business this week against Kansas State.
Kansas State is probably the biggest test we have remaining. I got to check up on Tech and see how they're doing, but K-State's always solid.
Iowa State's pretty decent, and Texas Tech's at the bottom of the Big 12 this year.
Ooh. We're going to have an easy senior night.
Yeah, I think actually Texas Tech is on their third string quarterback.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We got a surprise guest in the house?
no. So let's talk quarterbacks. We did get to see your boy Arch Manning.
Hey, there's a reason for it. I don't know that reason, but Sarkisian does. But I guarantee there's a reason for you. Whatever that reason may be, I don't know it. You don't know it.
I think
The
it
world
has
doesn't
something to
know it.
do. I think it has something to do with the score, and it was never necessarily needed because we were always ahead, but until the very end, we were never in a just, and especially being Texas in a comfortable situation.
I mean, we were in the fourth quarter for a minute, and he had a shot to get him in, but he elected not to.
And he went
And
conservative.
with the way Malik went down on that one hit, I mean, Arch really, he might have needed to get in there to get this live action right now at the end of the game as versus quarter one when Kansas State's defense sacks him one time and he's out. And then we had no choice but to put Arch in. I understand what he was doing, I guess, because he wants Malik to have all the minutes he can get before a game like Kansas State, because we know Kansas State's going to play us hard, rough,
They all
fast,
do.
physical. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
always do.
I,
But I
I
don't
was
know.
hoping. Go ahead.
Whatever the reason, though, I don't know. I was praying we was going to get to see him, though. I mean, the world was.
Yeah, with the way everybody's hyped up to see Arch, I think that could be part of the reason why Sarkisian didn't play him. It keeps the momentum
Maybe.
going, keeps the hype. Everybody's curiosity's rising. His hype is out there, dog. When you got a starting quarterback who's just got a little bump up injury, like he'll be back in a week or two, and everybody's calling in for the third string, chanting the third string's name, like
Yeah.
completely not even giving the second string no love, and that's to everybody. It's crazy.
Well, and you know, to be on the optimistic side, maybe Sarkisian knows once Arch hits the field that it, everybody's going to have a hard time beating him. Once he hits the field, he might not leave the field.
Permanently. It might be
I
his
mean,
too. And that's
I don't know. We don't know.
I want to see the whole three quarterback scenario that Sarkisian had at Bama with Mac, Tua, and Jalen with Quinn, Malik, and Arch. I want to see all three of them play a season at Texas. I want to see all of them get drafted in the first, second round. I want to see all of them start for an NFL team. And if Sarkisian could do that, a second go around, you know what kind of just influence that would have on every quarterback coming out of high school in the nation. This man's put 6 quarterbacks to start in the NFL in two different times,
Two
in single,
schools.
in single seasons, and had
Two
them all on the
schools.
same roster. The 2 schools, the
Well,
2
I
legendary
mean,
programs.
how long was he with Alabama?
He had all 3 of them in the same year, but it took him 3 to 4 years for all of them to play. I want to say one or two with Hurts, one solid one with Tua, and then by that time they were both gone. And then Matt came in.
Hurts.
Hurts. Hurts was first. Hurts never really, because Hurts didn't finish his career at Bama, because Hurts had 2 seasons and then lost it to Tua and then went
It
to
came
Oklahoma.
to yeah.
So he
I
had
absolutely
2,
know that.
and then Tua had 1 solid season and then he left, and then Mac had 1 year and he left. Mac's year was 2020.
Yep.
Tua was
So
2019, and Jalen's was 2017 and 2018.
so he'll definitely do it with Texas too. You know what I mean? Because he just got that other quarterback after Arch that is probably going to be an amazing quarterback. Have you seen him yet?
Who?
Our 24 quarterback recruit.
Yes, sir, and no, sir.
He's a
I've
high
seen.
4-star. Uh,
Uh,
he's like 6'5",
I've,
215.
I've seen his picture, his commitment picture, but
He's
as for
pretty quick.
his tape, I ain't seen none of his footage.
Yeah, he's good, bro.
I've not seen none of that man's footage.
He's good.
So what's he, a pocket quarterback, balance, scrambler?
Uh, that he was a pocket, and then he started working on that because he wanted to extend that part of his game or something. So he's working on being both. He's pretty quick for a white boy, for a 6'5" white boy.
What school did he come out of again?
Westlake,
So we got an Austin native, another
right
Stan.
there in Austin, baby. And there is a kid in Austin that I keep seeing on the highlight reel, bro, that's kicking 58, 59-yard field goals.
In high school.
Yes.
We got us another Justin Tucker looking forward to.
And not only is he kicking those, he's kicking them with space in between the ball and the field goal. He's not just barely making them; he's making them. It's
Convincingly.
insane. And he's supposedly out of Austin too. I don't remember if it was. I
Could
don't
you
remember what
imagine,
school in
Eddie, could you
Austin.
imagine being the backup quarterback in high school, probably all of 5'10", 145 pounds, and you are praying to God your fingers don't
Yeah, it's in
get.
here. Come and get it.
Is that a
That's my
Tupac
daughter
shirt?
Sugar, everybody. Woo woo.
Is that a Snoop Dogg shirt?
Yeah.
Snoop
Love you.
Dogg.
Bye. Be home by 9. They leaving.
I miss getting to wear them good old shirts back in the young days. Nowadays, people look at me crazy wearing a shirt like that.
Yeah. What?
Especially no redneck town I live in.
You know
They
that
wouldn't
life
even know.
matters, right?
They wouldn't even know who it was. They'd be like, "Is that Malcolm X?" Little Hicks here,
Yes,
boy.
ma'am. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Karen. It's Malcolm.
We got plenty of Karens here too, boy.
uh, there's a video that went viral on Facebook or on social media or whatever. And it was of this little 9-year-old girl, 8, 7, 6-year-old girl. I don't know. And her mama, she was so tired, and her mama asked her, "What'd you learn at school today?" And she said, "About Martin Luther King Jr." And she said, "Well, what did he do for us?" And the little girl looked at her and said, "He died for our sins." Like, oh my god, it was so funny, it's so cute.
The innocence of a child.
Yeah, she was tired. But
It's
anyways,
crazy.
man, for Malik's first game, dude, to come out there and have an interception and then a fumble at the pretty much at the goal line, he came back after that and continued to play and led us to a victory. So, well, really, we got to put that one on the defensive side, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say that that his two mistakes too were also one inexperience, not being ready for the snap. We know Jake Majors ain't snapping the ball unless he knows what he's doing. So clearly Malik wasn't ready, and it popped him right in the neck, caused an interception. And then the fumble from Malik was just pure green.
Nobody blocked that kid.
Well, not only that, if a man's
Nobody.
if a man's 6 inches in your face, cover up and take the sack. Don't try to
Yeah.
throw it when
Hey,
someone's 6 inches in your face.
we've seen Quinn do it though.
Yeah, yeah. But that's part about being green. That's why I
Yep.
think he did. I think another reason why he didn't put Arch in is he wanted to keep Malik's confidence up and make him feel like, hey man, even though you messed up in the beginning, you did a good job. So we're gonna let you finish this out. Keep his
Yeah, because
confidence up.
we got K State next week.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to pretend. We're gonna have to lean on Malik. And really, there won't be no Arch talk next week because K State is not BYU, and so we can't be throwing in two quarterbacks trying to have fun and trying to experiment. Next week's business.
Our
And
defense has to be on point for real next week.
and if I'm not mistaken, I believe we're away next week. We're
I think
home
we're at
again.
home. No,
Uh,
we are away. Kansas State's away, and then Iowa State's away, and then we're back at home. We got 3 games left, right?
four.
4.
We're 7-1.
So we got who we playing next week?
K State, I thought.
Man, let's look this up so we ain't looking like jackasses. I remember us having K State, Iowa State, and then Texas Tech left. Who the heck am I missing? West Virginia. No, we don't play West Virginia this year. We don't play Oklahoma State this year. Who am I missing?
We finna find out. K State, TCU, then
TCU.
then etc. TCU's after K State.
So we are playing K State next week.
Yes, sir.
And then TCU at home.
K State, we're at home. TCU, we're away. Iowa State, we're away. And Texas Tech, we're at home. So we're home this week. But then we won't be home again until senior night. So this will be the last home game that they play. We watch on TV. Next one, we gonna be there. We'll be square, even
That's
if we
right.
sleep in the parking
That's
lot.
right.
Yes, sir. I,
Tower's always open. We can sleep in one of those bathrooms.
I will sell Cheddar Bob's soul to the devil. To get
Lord help him in Jesus' name.
I was going this way and I was skirting. Like, nope. I ain't that desperate.
No, sir.
No, sir. K State, TCU, Iowa State. Yes. So last third of the season.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What you think about Jonathan Brooks having over 900 yards in 8 games?
I was also going to bring up Baxter, but I didn't realize he was over 900 yards already.
In 8 games. And he didn't start the first 3 games.
He only appeared.
Is that insane or what?
That's the thing.
100% Sarkisian has his 1,000-yard back this season.
Yeah, and that's saying that he's RB1 and we got his autograph and we got to shake that man's hand. How about that? Hook him.
Hook him.
Hook. Me
Offer
and
my
Henry,
condolences to that young man too.
me and Henry have got to shake the hands of many legends. Many
Many
legends.
legends. Many.
Man. Sarkisian is building something crazy with this offense. He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. And to go back to the Herman days, Herman didn't deliver on those promises, and that's why he didn't keep his job. The first words out of his mouth will be, "We will win championships," and in 4 years, he never won one. And Sarkisian's delivering on all of his promises. He's got the top offensive line in the country. He's just consistently had 1,000-yard running backs. He's got receivers that are doing, man.
After this
Electrified.
year, how long is it going to be until Texas doesn't have somebody in the NFL draft? Think about that, because from here on out, every single year that Sarkisian is the coach, there's going to be juniors and seniors drafted,
In the first
right? Right?
round.
Maybe even in the first round. I'm not even saying that, but guaranteed we're going to have players drafted every single effing year from here on out while he's our coach. I
What was it they
100%
said on
believe that every recruiting class, he's getting 5 stars. He's developing our 3 stars, our 4 stars.
going to hit
They're
him with that
doing it.
Sunday Night Live when they're making fun of Dion? Coach, genius. Offense, explosive. Defense, tries. Ain't nothing like it. I'm telling you. Let's talk some defense, man, because the defensive boys are the heroes of the season. They are the reason why we're ranked as high as we are. We're 7-1 because of them and them only.
We have the number 1 defensive tackle in the nation this year.
What's his statistics, Gather? You obviously know something I don't.
Well, they just said he's grading as the number 1 defensive tackle draft pick this year.
That would make more than 2 or 3 first rounders that we have.
Well, some people saying X ain't going in the first round because of the size.
Well, something to keep in consideration is Devontae Smith. And then something to keep in consideration is the CFP. Remember what I told you? The people who get drafted in them first 2 rounds are people who are playing in the CFP. You don't have to be the best college player in the nation.
Do you think X is going to get drafted higher than Adonai?
It
I
depends.
don't think so, bro.
It's too early to say. Right now, Adonai has a higher chance because of how the season's going. He has more touchdowns. He's got
The
a
2
big
championships.
and he's got a much bigger frame.
He
6'4",
got 2 championships
215,
under his belt too.
possibly a third. And his frame is NFL drooling. 6'4", 215, 220. NFL scouts drool over that size and receiver.
Yeah, I think Adonai's going to get drafted over X.
We'll just have to see how the rest of the season outfolds, because all them star players, they don't, you can't really fully grade them on draft status until the seasons get a little bit closer to the end. Injuries can occur, etc. But as of
Jalen
right
Ford.
now, Adonai has definitely got the lead.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the defense. Jalen Ford was definitely the player of the game.
What was his overall tackles for the game and sacks? I know he got a sack.
Had like 11 or 12 tackles, a couple tackles for loss,
Didn't he get a sack?
a sack, a pass breakup. He had good stats. He played his ass off.
I know I saw him
Terrence
everywhere the
Brooks,
ball goes.
though. Hey, look, if Anthony Hill,
Anthony Hill's another one. I bring him up, dog, because that is a fucking dog. Put a D
dude,
on that man's chest. Put a D on that man's
if
chest.
he would have seen that ball that hit him in the hands, he would have scored on that, bro. If he would have caught that interception, he would have scored.
Next year, Anthony Hill,
I promise you.
Colin Simmons. Man, just the list goes on and on.
He would have scored, dude. I tell
Every year it's scarier and scarier.
and Gilbo, he had a pick he had a chance for a pick that if he would have caught, he
Jalen
would have taken
Gillespie.
that sucker to the house.
It's Jalen Gillespie.
Gillibo.
It's Gillebo?
Yeah, Beau.
I thought the U was silent. It was like Gillespie.
Nah, bro.
Nah, Gillebo.
Yep. Anyways, if he would have
Too
caught
many names.
that one, he'd have took that one to the house. But Brooks and Taft, they almost took both of theirs to the house. That was awesome to see, boy. That was awesome.
Brooks, we expected that coming in this season. I just wish we would have seen it a little bit sooner. But it's glad to see him doing it now. He's still young. He'll be here another year or two.
I hope Catalan comes back.
Let's give Malik Muhammad some credit too.
Yeah.
True freshman, still killing it out there, still locking down receivers week in and week out.
Yeah.
Five-star recruit coming out of the state of Texas.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's gonna be awesome. He did his
Yeah.
thing. Derek Williams did good. Uh,
Murphy.
Ryan Watts in the backfield makes a huge difference.
Oh, he's the only one that truly can stop the deep ball.
Like he's the only one. He's a lockdown corner in my opinion. I mean, if he doesn't go high in the draft this coming year, like come on.
And that's the hard part. That's where the CFP is going to help us, because he's better than Brandon Jones, in my opinion, who was a safety, of course. But overall skill set, he's better than Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones went in the third round.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Brandon Jones threw some hits on some people, boy. Shit.
And had a lot of tackles in his career.
Him
And
and
a lot of
PJ
tackles.
Locke back there, bro. Shit.
A lot of them. DJ Foster was one of them headhunters too. I
Hey,
seen Foster do.
don't bring up that juju there on this channel now.
Hold on. Foster was here. You wouldn't be saying that right now. But Foster, I was watching some of his Instagram videos. He's still out there. He's still trying. So hopefully he'll have a future doing something. There's multiple leagues to play in nowadays. You don't have to play in the NFL anymore. and still get paid. That's how P.J. Lott got the job at the Denver Broncos because he had already got cut from his team and was literally in line getting ready to sign a contract with one of them USF teams or whatever, the minor NFL teams that they got now. The Rock owns XFL and shit like that. And right before he made the contract sign, he backed out and was like, "Nah, I want to try the NFL. Fuck it." And he walked off. And the second he walked off from signing that contract, the Denver Broncos called him. So if he would have signed that contract minutes earlier, and then the Denver Broncos would have called him, he would have been fucked because he had already signed the contract. But that he just said, I can't do it. He walked off, and as soon as he walked off, Broncos called.
God is good.
PJ Lawton had emotional, I wouldn't say suicidal point, but a very depressing stage after his term in Texas, and the NFL wasn't working out for him at first. But he got his break, and he's been doing his thing ever since. Him and your boy Caden Stearns up there in Colorado. Sir.
It's just not a good year for Colorado this year.
Nah.
Altogether, high
It's
school
Russell
team.
Wilson, man. You got to get rid of Wilson. Russell Wilson ain't it. Wilson!
Hey,
Wilson!
Quinn might do good in Colorado.
Hey, Quinn's going to do good for them boys. He getting drafted first round by them boys after he makes a CFP, and they finally realize Dak is not it. If not, it's going to be Dion and Shadur. My apologies.
It's got to be Shadur, bro.
Dion and Shadur would be nasty in Dallas.
I'm telling you, man.
And Jerry would love it. Jerry would fucking eat that shit up. It'd be like
Prime
that meme.
time,
Hey,
Mr. Prime,
remember
Coach
that
P.
you remember that meme that they did on Beverly Hills Cops? And they got Jerry Jones walking them out, and all the players from the Cowboys are carrying fucking Dak Prescott and fucking
Yeah.
out the window. Get your ass out.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, the main one, chunking Dak out. CeeDee like, come on, Shadur. Come on, Dion. Ready for you to throw me that deep ball. But back to the Horns. Let's go to kicking because I want to talk about Auburn. Auburn has impressed me. He's had his moments, but overall, Auburn's doing his thing. What do you think about Auburn?
Coach got to let him kick.
Coach got to let him kick more. He
Yeah.
does.
Like, please.
Coach,
Especially from the one.
Coach likes going for them fourth downs.
How
He likes going
embarrassing
fourth
is it?
down.
How embarrassing is it for our players for coach just to force them to go for it every fourth down and then apparently not get it? Like, obviously not get it.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even close.
You got Byron Murphy and Sweat forming in a few weeks ago and can't make it in.
Nothing's working. I don't understand it. We got huge, as they call them, we got huge,
Well, sometimes line of scrimmages can be built more in the pass protection form than the run blocking game. You know what I mean, Get?
yeah, I don't understand our goal line right now, though.
Yeah, because you could some O lines can dominate in the pass protection. You know what I mean, and they can be great at protecting the quarterback when he's in the pocket. But when it comes to pushing, not blocking, pushing and run blocking, some linemen just struggle with it. Sometimes it's vice versa. Sometimes the more agile linemen, like Herman, the smaller linemen, can better run block because of their speed and their agileness. But Sarkisian didn't recruit that. Sarkisian recruited big men who aren't always the best at run blocking. They're there for pass blocking. They're there to protect Quinn. They're there for us to hit 80, hit Ewers, hit X, and Jay Witt I really, really like to see them utilize Jay Witt more, man. They're not passing him the ball enough, and he does too much not to deserve it. I mean, you see Jay Witt throwing blocks every other drive. Every other
Another,
drive, he has a highlight block.
yeah. Another thing about the goal line thing, like as Texas fans, bro, we're used to having Bijan Robinson in the backfield. And it
And
was
Roshan.
never a problem to score in the red zone with Bijan Robinson because he
And
can make you
Roshan.
miss in the phone booth.
You can't ever say Bijan without Roshan at Texas.
Roshan too. Like you
Roshan,
just
baby, you
you
already
didn't
know,
worry
baby.
about it. As long as one of them
Rojo
had the
or
ball,
Bijo.
we're scoring.
Rojo or Bijo. Or B-Rob. B-Rob or
Yeah.
Rojo. Yeah.
As long as one of them had the ball, we're
They was
scoring.
they was the
So
definition. We should have made a damn sign when we was going to them games, but they were the definition of shake and bake. They was Ricky and Dale. They was you ain't first, you last. They were shake and bake. The 1-2 fucking punch. They were man. And honestly, Baxter's doing that for our boy Brooks right now. Baxter's making sure that Brooks don't have to be the only one carrying the ball, and that's why Brooks is getting so many great opportunities because they have to worry about Baxter too. So they don't just think, oh, Baxter's in, oh, we don't got to really worry about the run. Let's go ahead and back up. No, that man's just as big as a threat. And guess who else proved it Saturday too? Blue. Blue proved it too.
yeah.
Blue had a beautiful touchdown run Saturday. What was that, like a 20 plus yard run Blue had? Yeah.
30, 32, 34.
32, 34 yard right there, baby. Looked beautiful. Showed true speed. He found that hole to the left side. It was gone.
Yeah.
So, can't beat that. Any final subjects you want to wrap up on, Get?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, Longhorn Nation. We finna get up out of here for at least a couple nights. Maybe we'll come back Friday. Not sure, but we'll definitely be back by Saturday. Try to do this live thing again during the game. Hopefully, my bunny can let me use her phone or something. I'd be grateful. Hey, if it's an 11 o'clock game, we might get lucky. She be cleaning the dealership and she'll come back and take a nap. But love you, Longhorn Nation.
Love too.
Welcome.